So Destiny shows her ass at her opening, just stank a dank dank, and Mel and Wanda gets everybody riled up. Let's talk about it. But first, please like my channel, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share. I'm really trying to grow my channel because I like to talk about this kind of stuff. So let me start by saying I was not going to do reviews for Love and Marriage Huntsville second half of the season because I think that's what they said. This is like the second half of season 5. Anywho, and I wasn't going to because I was kind of bored with the other episodes and I was out sick for a couple of weeks. And so when I was going to start doing the reviews, I would watch the episodes and be like, I really don't feel compelled to do a video about this season. At least that's how I felt episodes 1 through 4, especially with the snooze lows, the Whitlows. They're very not entertaining and boring. And I just wasn't trying to do anything with those episodes. But hey, this episode was crunk. And we were expecting it because we saw this going on in social media, but it was a really good episode. So let me start by saying Destiny needs to get healed, honey, because her stank attitude shows that she is a person that is hurt, holds grudges, and it comes out in her stank attitude. Pretty girl, but she has an ugly attitude, and she needs to work on that because she keeps it up and she has that kind of attitude with a business. Her destiny is she ain't gonna have that business no more. I'm just saying. But let's go ahead and get into the episode. I think that's what really propelled me, by the way, to do a video because of her attitude. All right. So everyone's at the Madani reopening, I should say. Stormy drives up in her gold G-Wagon. Interesting. And then Destiny sees her coming out, getting out of the car. She has flowers. And Stormy also had a Gucci purse for her, which is really nice, which tells me she was trying to extend an olive branch. And Destiny tells her, I guess it's her store manager or customer service rep. I don't know what you want to call this lady. I'm going to call her minion, to tell Destiny that not Destiny, to tell Stormy that she can't come in. So the lady goes out there, tells her that I'm sorry, but Destiny doesn't want you to come in. Stormy was acting real cool about it, said, well, I was just trying to support a Black business. I got these flowers for her. I also had a Gucci purse for her. So the lady was like, well, do you want me to give her that? She's like, no, you could just give her the flowers, though. In the meantime, Melanika, who I'm like, okay, she got some good business sense, was telling Destiny, let them come in, let the girl give you the gifts and support you. Like, you be the bigger person. And Destiny was stank a dank and was like, I'm always the bigger person. And then she finally, Melanika finally convinced Destiny to let them in to give her gifts. So Melanika goes out, tells them they can come in. They come in. Stormy comes in, very cordial, says, hey, I'm real proud. She's giving her accolades. I'm proud of you. Not too many Black businesses are in this business, and I am really proud of you. And her attitude was just thanks. She didn't want to grab the gifts from her. Stormy was real, keeping her cool, kind of classy. Like, hey, do you have a gift table? I'll put your gifts over here. Destiny says thank you, but it was in a stank and dank way. I'm gonna say stank and dank a lot because this is the stank and dank episode because she was just child stank and dank, and I don't put up with that kind of stuff. Let's see. Kimmy and Letitia discussed how nice that was for Stormy to give her, Destiny the gifts, and they realized that Stormy was extending an olive branch. And Stormy pretty much said that, just saying, we could talk about things later, but I'm just here to support you, which tells me she's trying to extend an olive branch, at least in my opinion. So Destiny comes by, Kimmy and Letitia, and um Destiny's like, they're telling her that your energy is off, and wasn't that nice of Stormy, and she's just dismissive of it and not happy that Stormy came in and gave her gifts because she's holding the grudges. Now, side note, if this is how she is when she's off or having a bad day, which seems to be all the time, I can see why she got divorced, in my opinion, because don't nobody want to come home to that every day. Side note. Let's see. Oh, so then Mel and her mom shows up. Destiny is just like over it at this point. Very upset that they're coming in. Destiny says Mel did not so Mel and her mom came in. Mel said hi, Destiny. Mel's mom came in and said, "Hey, congratulations," or whatever. But Destiny talks to her dad and says Mel didn't even say hi and didn't speak to me. And someone asked Destiny, "Do you want us to kick her out?" And her dad was like, "Don't stoop to her level." So they allowed Mel to stay. Stormy tells Mel how she was almost denied access in the shop. They talk about Destiny and her attitude, basically, and how you got to meet people where they are. People try to convince Destiny to go talk to Mel and Stormy, and she's like, "For what? They're the ops." And here's my thing with Destiny. This is your opening back up, grand opening, whatever you want to call it. You should be the bigger person, even though you don't like them folks. They took the time to come out and support you. Maybe they were coming to be shady, whatever, but they weren't. Mel had an agenda to talk to Wanda, though, but we all know that. We'll talk about that later. But if it was my reopening and I had some haters coming in, I would be smiling from ear to ear. Thanks for coming. Thanks for the flowers. Thanks for the purse. I would be smiling from ear to ear like you thought I wasn't anything, but guess what? I got my business going. You know what I'm saying? But instead, you give them more things to talk about with your attitude. It's ridiculous. I know for me, I try to support some of the reality people's businesses. Like I've gone to Tags, which is Candy Burris' store. I've gone to Old Lady Gang. I was gonna go to Nini's shop. I forgot the name of it, but it closed. And when I saw the reviews, guess what a lot of people were saying, if memory serves me, that her attitude, like they would go in there and her attitude was stank. And guess what? The shop is closed, at least the location that was in Gwinnett, from what I understand. So I mean, I'm just saying, people, want to support. And I know I did. And I know that if I'm ever in Huntsville, I ain't going to Madani. I'm just saying. Anywho, Mel is hell bent on talking to Miss Wanda, right? Miss Wanda is setting up outside. Mel decides to leave to go over to where Miss Wanda is. And then Destiny runs behind her and yells, "You could have at least said hi. You can't even come in my store and said hi." And Mel's like, "I said hi. Run the camera." Like, listen, B, I did say hi, and you're going to look real stupid when you see the replay. Then Destiny kind of gets into it with Mel's mom and tells her to leave. Mel's mom says exactly what I was thinking, which is you need to straighten up if you want to be successful in this business. And I pray to God she does, because I hate for her to lose her business. But being stank, imagine a customer who has a very bad attitude, because you know that happens, and is testing you. You need to learn how to keep your cool and serve the customer, right? And if you can't serve them, say, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry I couldn't help you out," or whatever, with a smile on your face. Now, when you leave, you might want to say some things under your breath, but you don't have no attitude. And Destiny seems like if she encounters a person like that she would be stank right along with them. Hence, you're going to go out of business, my opinion. Destiny yells to Mel's mom, which I think was very disrespectful, "Worry about pimping your daughter." After she says that, she runs into some little room and slams the door. This is your re-grand opening, child. You need to be out there talking to people, meeting and greeting. Hey, have you seen this product? You might want to try this. Like, really, girl? Woo, child, you don't need to be in business, honey. Mel is over by Miss Wanda's tent, and then she goes live. And I remember seeing this live. And the producers tell Mel that she can't go live because they're filming, So Mel calls out. So Mel decides to start some ish, calls out Uncle Bernard and says, you were talking stuff about me on Wanda's live. And then Miss Wanda's like, what's up? Getting all crunk. She trying to nook if you butt. Mel and Wanda starts going back and forth. Wanda tries to bring up something on her phone, to let Mel know why she don't like her. Mel's trying to pull up something on her phone. They start coming face to face. Tisha gets in the middle of them. Marcel tells Tisha to get out of the middle, that she should not be a part of it. Wanda and Mel start pointing fingers at each other, right? It starts to escalate even more, to the point where Martell had to get in between the two and pull them apart. Man, it was crazy. Martell pulls Mel to the car to try and get her to just leave. Marcel tells Tisha in the meantime that she needs to stay out of it. And let me tell you something. I'm serious. If you get touched or harmed, then I'm going to jail. Because basically he's saying, if somebody touch you, I'm going to, defend you because you're my wife. Wanda is in the Madani shop at this point and is still at it. Maurice and everyone is trying to calm Miss Wanda down. She's talking about she want to beat Mel's ass. She keeps trying to leave to get to Mel because Mel hasn't left yet. Mel's still outside. Right? Talking about she this, she that. She said something about keep my kids up, names and out your mouth and all this other stuff, right? So then Tisha tells Mel that Wanda was not talking about her kids, that she was talking about her. And of course, that sets Mel off even more, and Martell. They're like, yes, she was. Questioning the paternity of one of our kids, you're in turn talking about one of our kids, right? So they tell Miss Wanda, because she keeps trying to leave, that she needs to go out. She was trying to go out front. Destiny locks the door, tells Maurice she could go out to the back. She's like, y'all don't trust me. Miss Wanda's like, y'all don't trust me. Just trust me this one time. That had me dying. Talking about just trust me this one time. So she goes out back to go to her business. But then apparently she runs out back, goes around the front, starts running toward Mel. And it looks like she was trying to get to Mel from behind. Now, this old lady, you too gosh darn old to be fighting like that. Like, seriously? And you always get offended when, now this is for Miss Wanda. She always gets offended when somebody says she's from the other side of the tracks, right? She got offended when Maurice said that. She gets offended when people call her ghetto, and she say gato. I forgot how she pronounced it. And then you showing your behind being acting like you from the other side of the tracks and acting ghetto. And that's exactly what you are doing. Oh my God. To me, that was just ridiculous. She's too old to be doing that kind of stuff. Well, people shouldn't be doing that anyway, but that's a whole other thing. And so it's like, and it kind of, you could kind of tell that Mel's mom pulls Mel away from Miss Wanda. Thank God she did that, because we don't know what we would have saw, right? So then all of a sudden, the producer starts pulling Miss Wanda back, and I think Martell was trying to, it was just a mess. Martell was trying to pull Mel back, and then Destiny had the nerve to say, y'all are making a mockery of my event. And I'm saying your stank attitude started the mockery of your event. So to me, that was nervy. Everyone tries to tell Wanda to chill, just calm down, relax. Miss Wanda gets back to her tent, starts serving food and talking mess while she's serving food. The Scotts and Martell start having a heated conversation about whether or not Miss Wanda was talking about the kids or talking about Mel. Marceau and Martell get into it because Martell starts to walk away as Marceau was trying to explain something or tell something to him. So Marceau gets all upset. Don't you walk away from me. Next thing you know, they look like they about to go to blows. People are pulling them apart. It's just pure mayhem, right? Destiny and Stormy, on the other hand, is inside the daggone beauty shop looking at this, kind of bonding over it. Would that be considered trauma bonding? I don't know. I don't know how long that little bonding is going to last, but I thought that was interesting that there's both standing next to one another talking about the drama that's going on out there. Um, Destiny gets Martell to the car with Mel, and they drive off because it really was about to go down. It was hard. You could tell it was hard because Marceau seems to be a very tall guy, um, and strong, because they were trying to hold. It had took a few people to hold him back as well as Martell. Let's see. After that, Stormy goes out to Miss Wanda's tent, get some food, and production decides to wrap up production for the day. So that was a lot. I would like to know your opinion on Destiny, how Mel and Wanda were getting into it. Um, yeah, and Stormy. Like, how do you feel about that? Do you feel like she was genuine? I felt like she was genuine. Did you feel like she was genuine in her apology and her giving her gifts and trying to support Destiny? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. So I guess I'll start doing reviews again of Love and Marriage Huntsville if they're going to be crunk like this. All right. Until next time, peace. Oh, before I peace out, please like this video and subscribe. All right. Until next time, peace.